Yo, what it do? Yo, it's your boy Buck Breeze. Mr. No Slacking himself. No slacking involved. It's bad for your health. Yo, I'm a shake born shake time. You know what I'm talking about? All my shakers, man. Check in. Everything shaking, check in. Tap in with your boy, man. Word up. It's Mr. No Slacking Hour, you heard? Yo, man, we got a crazy one for y'all today, man. You know, shit be getting real wicked out there, kid. You know what I mean? I don't know, like, seem like dudes be doing all kinds of crazy shit, man. I don't understand the type of shit these dudes be doing, man. Yo, if the shorty don't want you, let her go, B. You know what I'm saying? So today, man, we got one where this dude, I guess he promised to pay shorty $500, but he decided to kill her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I mean, I was sent it to the email. We're going to watch it together. But all I know is shorty was promised 500 and she didn't never get that 500. That's the name of the title, know what I mean? He promised her 500 for, don't say for what. One of it was for some smashy. But it was 500, but he decided to kill her instead. It's the Felicia Johnson story. So if you ever heard of it, jump down in the comments, let me know what's up. You know, time is money, can't get $1 back, so I ain't gonna waste y'all time. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna jump right into this shit, man. Let me know what y'all think, man.
First of all, take a flick. Come on, take a flick.
Okay, she a lit shorty, chasing liquor with liquor, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I got Bel Air and as a whole.
Okay, she in a boat, chilling.
We want the suspect to know that the no snitch policy will never protect you in our community. That we are coming for you, we're looking for you, and we'll leave no stone.
Whoa, where the fuck is this at? Where the hell is this at? That the police look like that? Or is that even police? Who is this? It's like their own type of militia done came together to get these niggas.
Unturned in trying to find out your whereabouts. But at the end of the day, we want this brother to know we will not rest until you're held accountable for this crime. And this was a wicked crime and a crime.
Where is this? Or is this just like some people that came together, like, you know, like how the how you call it NAACP, how they come together and support people? Is that what this is? Like,
against women and a crime against humanity.
This is the sad story of Felicia Johnson, aged 24, a Californian woman.
She was only 24 years old. Damn, that's crucial.
Who went missing after taking a trip to Houston for her 24th birthday. Felicia had been in contact with a man named Chukwuebuka Nwobodo, aged 28.
That nigga name sounds suspect. Jacoba Jagodomado. What?
A man she met on an online escort website. She vanished from the face of the earth
Damn, so shorty was into selling it and all that, man?
After meeting him at his apartment. Her remains were found almost a year later in the Sam Houston National Forest by a TxDOT worker. Hello
Damn.
and welcome to Twisted Crimes.
Hold up. This starting off crazy already. So her remains was found a year... Alright, y'all. Let's just get into it.
Subscribe and hit the like
It's
button
crazy.
for more stories.
Tonight, a father believes the remains of his daughter, who went missing nearly a year ago, may have been found.
And today, investigators tell us they were back out at a site in Montgomery County where remains were found earlier this week.
This story will be taking us to Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas, is a very popular
Houston!
city and is a very major city. Houston is named after General Sam Houston, a very important figure in the city's history. He became
Anybody knew that? That Houston was named after this white guy?
the first president of the Republic of Texas after he won the war against Mexico in the Battle of San Juancito, gaining Texas independence from them. Felicia Marie Johnson, aged 24, was from San Diego, California. It is not particularly known where she finished her high school, but she was described as someone who loved life,
She look a lot different right there than she did in the other pictures.
loved her family, and wanted more in life. Her family members said, Felicia is a beautiful young lady, she's very smart, very intelligent, she's the life of the party. She celebrated her birthday with her family members few days before she went missing 5 days later.
It's really sad to hear that Felicia... I hope she wasn't really, like, selling box and all that. And that's how this happened. Like, I hope, like, that wasn't the situation.
On April 10th, Felicia spent time with her family celebrating her 24th birthday. and she left for Houston from California on April 13th. Upon arriving in Houston, 2 days later she went to an adult nightclub to
with the YSL bag,
apply
you
for a
see?
job but was turned away. Prior to this, she had been in contact with a man named Chukwuebuka Nwobodo who she met on an online escort
suspect.
service. Nwobodo responded to an ad Felicia had put that night. After her application at the
She put an ad out there, y'all. Damn. Shorty was out there trying to sell some box, man. So she was really trying to sell that box for $500?
adult club, Felicia took an Uber around 2:56 a.m. that was ordered by Nwobodo. The Uber took Felicia to Nwobodo's.
Hold up. It says she was working at the adult club. So she was working at a strip club. And she left from the strip club and went to Nwobodo. He's gonna call that nigga Ukanuba or something, because that nigga name is something crazy.
Old address on 3200 block of Windchase Boulevard. Then, he picked her up and took her to his apartment on South Richmond Avenue. The next day, Felicia's family members did not hear from her, so they became worried and reported her missing
Damn.
to the police department. They also hired a private investigator who was able to start investigating right.
I think we know where this will go, how this happened. It seems like whole girl, she was working at the strip club. Dude came in. He's probably one of her customers or something. You know what I mean? They got to feeling each other, whatever, conversating. Then he told her to come see him. She decided to actually go take, you know what I'm saying, Uber, whatever to do, which was definitely a bad idea. I'm sure she told somebody where she was going, though. She went there probably in the enlightenment of maybe not to have sex, but probably to have sex. But nowadays, stripper chicks, like, they'll come to you and, like, do all that dancing for you and everything in the hopes of getting $500 and thinking that no sex is going to be involved, because that's not what y'all talked about over the phone. She's supposed to come through, do some dancing probably and some shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's part of their job. That's what strippers is doing. They don't gotta fuck you, they don't want to, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's probably a situation he probably got mad at he couldn't get none. And it went way left.
Right away and discovered Felicia's cell phone by pinging it at Bear Creek's Pioneers Park several miles from the club with blood on it. Her dad flew from California to Houston to help with the massive.
Father looked like he put a cap in that nigga ass. That's Pops right there, y'all, on the left. He like he put a cap in the nigga ass. We found out who did it. But what is this though? Like, who are these people? Like, I gotta look into this, man. We gotta figure out what kind of police or organization groups that they got out there that they like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that, man? What is them niggas look more scary than the police? Keep it real.
Search that was on the way.
We're out looking for Felicia Johnson. Today they searched an area of interest at Bear Creek Pioneers Park, which is right around the location where Johnson's.
You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Ooh, wait. Jeez. Now I'm thinking about it. I think I heard about this. Like, I think I heard about Felicia Johnson or something. It's starting to, like, fog a little something in my memory. I think I heard a little something about this.
Family says her phone was found.
Well, it's been 5 days since Johnson was last seen leaving a nightclub on West Little York in Northwest Houston. ABC 13 reporter Roxy Bustamante joins us live with what we've learned about her disappearance. Roxy.
So the Cover Girls nightclub right here behind me was the last place where Felicia Johnson was last seen. Now, Houston police tell us that detectives returned back here to this area, and her father is hoping that the surveillance video from inside the building will reveal who left with his daughter.
Left by herself.
Where is Felicia Johnson?
I can't put it into words. I'm trying to hold myself together and not just break down, and I don't know where my baby is or what's being done
Yo, he like Dame Dash a little bit.
to her.
Kevin Johnson says his daughter Felicia was at the Cover Girls nightclub off of West Little York on Friday, April 15th. He says she was trying to apply for a job but was turned away.
She called the Uber. Uber was taking too long to really get here. So a gentleman here at the club.
Oh, my bad. I had that wrong. So she didn't work there. She was trying to apply for a job there, and she was turned away. So maybe being turned away, and then she already was like wanted to be in that life. Maybe somebody offered. I don't know. So, you know what I mean, I'm thinking like maybe she got turned away from working at the strip club joint, and then So it was like, all right, boom, I got this dude willing to pay me $500. I can make that anyway, real quick. Let me just go get that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's that kind of situation. I don't know.
Club offered to give her a ride to where she needed to go. Felicia has not been seen since. No cell phone activity, no credit card activity, no social media activity. She has absolutely just vanished off the face of the earth.
A team with Texas EquiSearch was searching in an area of
homeboy done buried her ass somewhere or something weird, man.
interest near the park off of Eldridge Parkway.
We know that she's a victim of foul play. We need help in finding her.
Johnson's family fearing the worst. Her father sharing this message in hopes that Felicia Johnson is still somewhere alive.
It's a tragedy that you've been caught up in this net of whatever they got going on out here, but we...
See that? Yeah, this net, whatever they got going on out here. Yeah, man, because a bunch of BS going on everywhere, man. Yo, you got to be safe, be careful, man. Females out there, be careful, yo. Don't, like, be going nowhere with no dude, even though you think you may trust him. Like, let somebody always know who you going somewhere with and where you going, man, because dudes is getting real weird nowadays, man. They doing weird shit, man. Like,
working very, very hard to get you back. And I love you. Everybody in the family love you. And I just wanted to let you know, just stay strong and we're coming for you.
A $5,000 rewards was offered by the Crime Stoppers of Houston for informations that leads to an arrest. After the FBI joined the effort to locate Felicia, they discovered that a man named Nwobodo had ordered the Uber for her and they...
He looked like a whole fucking creep, too. Look at his ass. Look at this dude. He looked like one of them dudes that couldn't get no buns, man. So you had to try to take some, man. He looked like that type. How you call it? Rape face ass nigga. Yeah, that's him right there. R face. We'll call that nigga R face. That's R face ass nigga.
Started tracking her movement from there. They discovered that after she was picked up from his old address, they drove to his new address and an hour later, his car is seen on surveillance video leaving the complex. On April 16th and 17th, Nwobodo is seen on surveillance footage with a bandage wrapped.
An hour later, he picked her up, picked her up from his old address that he gave her to come to, and then drove her to a new address, which is his new address. And he left that address an hour later. So whatever transpired between them, it happened an hour. It took an hour for it to happen. Rather it was her getting mad, wanting to leave, not going the way he wanted to go, whatever happened, man. That shit took an hour or less than an hour. And for him to kill her and do all that shit, wrap her up, whatever he did, that was all an hour. Like, this dude, man.
Up on his right hand while at Walmart where he bought trash bags, a flashlight, and towels.
He was bandaged at Walmart, towel on his right hand. He was buying flashbag and towels and flashlight and shit. Yeah, man. He did some shit, man. Did some shit.
He was also seen to have purchased a mechanical saw from Walmart and Home Depot. The next 2 days,
the nigga chopped her body up. R-face ass nigga.
HPD said receipts show Nwobodo took out money and purchased supplies, including towels and trash bags. On April 20th, investigators say internet searches connected to Nwobodo's Gmail account shows he looked up if bleach or vinegar could destroy DNA.
That is how they get so many people. Nowadays, when you do some shit, yo, they able to go check in your motherfucking Google and see the shit your ass done Google. So, you know, it gotta be a murder case. It could be anything, and they going checking your phone, like, let's just say a drug case, and the dude, you say a Young Thug situation or something, know what I mean? I'm sure they went and checked in his phone and see things that he Googled, like, you know what I mean? It's like, let's say you do a bank robbery, and before the bank robbery, a couple days, you Googled, how do I get away with bank robbery? Oh, they gonna see that shit in your phone. You can erase that shit all you want, they still can find it, man. That's how they get you.
Several days later, on April 27th, Nwobodo's account searched how to delete your history completely. The next day, he searched for multiple ways on how to get away with murder. Nwobodo also looked up 15.
This nigga crazy. This was premeditated. He was going down, nigga. You did this shit. You was trying to figure out the whole plan of how to get away with it, man.
15 cheapest places to live in the world. On May 3rd, Nwobodo's account searched.
This nigga was thinking about running. With a name like that, dude, he probably could have ran almost anywhere. But it gotta be out of America though. Like he could have ran somewhere to Mexico, Africa, like, you know what I mean? With Chuka Webe. What the fuck, dude? His parents need to be smacked for giving him that name and for birthing a rapist face ass nigga like him. The fuck?
Searched if police could check the phone records of a missing person and if police can unlock a phone during an investigation. On May 13th, detectives got search warrants for his car and apartment. Investigators found very strong support of Felicia's DNA in his apartment and a gun, knife, and shovel in his car.
Uncovered some new information in the murder of Felicia Johnson.
Nearly 2 months since she was last seen, her remains still have not been found. Now new court documents show how investigators linked a suspect to her murder.
Good morning, Erica and Jeff. We're live here from where Felicia Johnson was last seen alive. It's the outcome that no one wanted, and the gruesome details in the new charging documents accuse the suspect of doing extensive research to try and cover up her murder. Friends and family last heard from Johnson back on April 15. According to Uber records, investigators subpoenaed about a week later. They say,
look at the timeline, y'all. The 15th last heard from her by friends and family. The 16th, suspect orders Uber. 16th through 17th, brought flashlight, shirt, gloves, salt, trash bag, towels, and shit from Walmart, Home Depot. On the 16th, Johnson phone found recovered in blood at a fucking Bear Creek Park. At Bear Creek Park, they found her phone covered in blood, man. Like, what he do? Beat her to death, like, type shit?
The suspect, Chuabuka Wobodo, was the one who requested the ride for Johnson from her hotel to his apartment. Police say records show that
his ass going down. And he requested the ride from the hotel to his apartment. Yeah, boy. Your ass going down under the jail.
On the 16th and 17th, he bought a number of supplies from Walmart and Home Depot, including a flashlight, shirt, gloves, saws, trash bags, and towels. Later that day on the 16th, a family friend found Johnson's phone at Bear Creek Park covered in blood. On May
Why they wait so long to track her phone, though? Because if her phone was able to be tracked, why they wait so long? They should have tracked that shit as soon as they ain't hear from her. ASAP. It don't take that long. They could have been found her. His dumb ass wasn't smart enough to get rid of the phone ASAP. They could have fucking got his ass, man. If they would have been on that shit ASAP and tracked that phone, they would have got dude when the shit first happened, man. He would have never got away with that shit like that. He would have killed her, but they would have got him like ASAP. Or if somebody would have thought about, oh, we ain't hear from her overnight and thought to track her phone, then they would have caught up with her that night. Know what I mean? Like
13th, HPD conducted a search warrant where they say they found blood, weapons, receipts, and supplies in the suspect's car.
Weirdo scarecrow.
As well as Johnson's DNA and blood in his apartment. Here's an excerpt from a news conference last week held by activist Quanell X and others who have been looking for Johnson.
We want the suspect to know that the no snitch policy will never protect you in our community.
The no sticks policy. I'm about to look that up. No sticks policy.
That we're coming for you. We're looking for you.
They coming for this. Do you see the dudes
and we'll leave no stone unturned in trying to find out your whereabouts.
Investigators say that Wobodo's search internet history came up with phrases like how to get away with murder and does blood or does bleach destroy DNA. Right now,
this nigga been watching too much TV and shit, and he's dumbass nigga. You Google all that shit, you stupid.
Police are still looking for Wobodo, and they have not located Johnson's remains.
He was nowhere to be found after
no is no, boy.
This and was not yet officially charged, but luck for the police, he was taken into custody during a traffic stop, but Nwobodo was not charged.
Yes, they caught his ass.
Charged after the traffic stop, so he was released, but a cell phone in his
Ain't that some shit? Oh, he was just put over for a traffic stop. You know what I mean? They ain't know that's the dude they was looking for, so they just released the dude. Oh, I bet he was shitting his fucking pants when they pulled him over, too.
Front pocket was seized. Court documents said the cell phone contained a photograph of a dismembered female in addition to 3 photos of deceased individuals.
This wasn't this nigga first time. This what he do. This nigga grab girls up and get rid of them. Yo. Oh, man.
The individuals in the photos were not identified and no metadata was associated with them. He was officially charged for the murder of Felicia Johnson after they felt they had sufficient evidence.
Newly released documents are revealing shocking and gruesome details about the murder and disappearance of 24-year-old Felicia Johnson. She vanished in April. Fox 26's Gabby Hart is live tonight with news that police say the suspect's Google search history is being used as evidence against him. Gabby.
Yeah, Tom, charging documents reveal that after Felicia Johnson's disappearance, the suspect Googled things like how to be a serial killer and how to get away with murder. Police also say that they found photos in his cell phone that showed the body of a dismembered woman along with other dead bodies.
New documents are providing insight into the circumstances surrounding the disappearance of 24-year-old Felicia Johnson. Johnson came to Houston from San Diego.
Yo, dude was a fucking psycho, man. How nobody never reported this dude, man? Come on, man. Yo, we gotta start getting these weird dudes up out of here, man, ASAP.
And attempted to get a job at a local strip club. We're now learning that she allegedly met 28-year-old Chukwuebuka Wobodo. The pair agreed to meet for $500. The suspect sent an Uber for...
See, there it is. She tried to get a job at the strip club. The strip club ain't hiring her. She say, you know what, fuck this shit. This dude right here, he probably called her in distress and she was leaving out talking about it, whatever. It was like, oh, I'll pay you $500, now I mean, come chill with me. And she went for the bait. Creepo, weirdo ass nigga. That's probably what he do, go to strip clubs to try to get females.
For Johnson to the Intercontinental Hotel around 3 a.m. April 16th. That Uber took her to the suspect's old address on Windchase Boulevard. Police say the suspect picked her up from that location and took her to his new residence on Richmond Avenue. On Thursday, police saying they found evidence that leads them to believe she was murdered. That evidence revealed in these documents. On April 17th, the suspect purchased a saw, towels, large trash bags, and a trail flashlight. When officers searched...
This dude cut her body up, yo. Yo, this is a weirdo, man. This is the look of a fucking weirdo, man. This is what he looked like, man. For real, man.
Searched his vehicle. They found a gun, latex gloves, a large kitchen knife.
That's how he got her the gun. That's what made her not really fight back like that. He held a gun on her, probably.
And a shovel. They also found Felicia's blood in his trunk and back seat, as well as blood stains throughout his apartment.
Damn.
After Felicia's disappearance, the suspect allegedly Googled things like what does bleach do to blood, how to be a serial killer, and how does one plan a murder without getting caught. On April 30th, nearly 2 weeks after Felicia's disappearance, the suspect's Google search revealed he was still looking for Houston escorts. The investigation...
Told you, this is what he do. Weirdo scarecrow raped his face.
Detective saying, quote, I believe Felicia is deceased and was likely dismembered. On May 13th, nearly 1 month after Johnson's disappearance, police arrested Wobodo. At which point they went through his phone, where they say they found a photo of a dismembered woman and 3 other photos of dead bodies. We also learned that the suspect was previously investigated for attempted sexual assault. The victim chose not to press charges.
Now, right now, it's not clear why the suspect was arrested and then released from custody. We do know, though, that tonight that suspect is on the run, wanted on charges of murder and tampering with evidence. Felicia Johnson's body still hasn't been recovered.
Hospital.
What? He on a run?
Documents showed Nwobodo received treatment on his right hand at a local clinic on the morning of April 16th, claiming he cut himself while opening boxes. 10 months later, a TxDOT worker who was working in the woods found human remains near Flamingo Lakes and Highway 149. Montgomery County detectives and investigators responded to the scene. They determined the remains were in fact human and samples were sent for DNA and dental records.
This was his spot. He used to use his spot to dump his bodies off and shit, probably. They probably might find more bodies if they go looking around.
Analysis.
Tonight, a father believes the remains of his daughter, who went missing nearly a year ago, may have been found.
And today, investigators tell us they were back out at a site in Montgomery County where remains were found earlier this week. Grace White joins us now with what she...
What's up with that news reporter in the back, y'all? Why she like a damn robot or something? Look at this one right here. Like a robot with that look on her face and shit.
He's learned. Grace?
Those remains in Montgomery County have still not officially been identified. The justice of the peace there told us tonight he was on scene Tuesday when skeletal remains were found along with a trash bag that's now been collected as evidence.
Pieces of crime scene tape can still be seen not far from Katie Francis's house.
It's kind of creepy.
She lives at the edge of the Sam Houston National Forest.
Sometimes there's garbage bags where people dump stuff like that out, but Oh gosh, it's probably been 30, 40 years since we heard of them finding anybody else up there.
But Tuesday afternoon, they may have found someone. From Drone 11, you can see the path off Highway 149 near Flamingo Lakes, where the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office says a TxDOT worker discovered human bone remains.
So, Grace, do we have any idea how long it will take to identify these remains that were found?
The Justice of the Peace told us tonight it could take some time, but they are working on this as fast as they can.
Human remains found in Montgomery County earlier this month have been confirmed as those of Felicia Johnson.
She's the 24-year-old San Diego woman who disappeared while visiting Houston in April of last year, and investigators are still looking for the man charged in her death.
Whenever they release her, then I will be able to have a service for her and pay her.
Father, like, he was stressing. Look, like, he lost weight and everything in his face since this shit done happened.
Her the respects that she needs.
Houston police have charged 28-year-old Chukwubuka Nobudu with her murder. He's on the run. His arrest warrant said they
28 years old. Weirdo ass dude. The type shit he been doing.
met on an escort website before she disappeared on April 16th of last year.
New calls being made tonight for the public's help in finding the man accused in the disappearance of Felicia Johnson.
Anyone with information on Nwobodo's whereabouts, or this case, is urged to
find this nigga.
Contact the HPD Homicide Division at 713-308.
Find this nigga.
83600 or Crime Stoppers at 713-222-8477.
We will not rest until you have been arrested.
Oh, community activists. Okay, they from the community. You see what his thing say right there? What? Partner nation? Gonna say Black Power on the bottom. That must be some shit they got going on out there. Damn, they probably need that shit out here where I'm at. Do they go against the police?
We want the suspect to know that we're going to look for you night and day, brother, until you are arrested.
I believe him.
We want the suspect to know that the no-snitch policy will never protect you in our community.
We hope Felicia Johnson's murderer will be brought to justice soon. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Felicia Johnson. May Felicia's memory be a blessing.
Yeah, that's ugly, man. I don't like shit like that. That shit's ugly, man. Yo, man. That's why, man, you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? If, females, man, you're dealing with a guy, sometimes you don't know people as well as you think you do. So you really gotta watch them, you know what I mean? Dudes be having alternative motives and all kinds of crazy shit in their mind that they want to try to get away with, that they think they can get away with. Therefore, it's important. You know what I mean? Share that location, man. Share that location with your peoples. It ain't like, you know what I mean? Don't be feeling like somebody trying to worry about like exactly what you're doing at all times. It's just good to share your location. You know what I mean? You need to share that location, man, because this shit right here, it's terrible, man. It's terrible. Yo, it's your boy Buck Breeze, man. Mr. No Slacking himself. No slacking involved. It's bad for your health. Yo, I'm a shake boy, shake time. I'm talking about somebody to slide, man. Yo, my shakers check in, everything shake and check in. Tap in with your boy, man. It's the No Slacking family. You heard me? Let's get it.